because for the last month now, I've heard nothing but one slander after another slammed against the good bishop, and no one is coming to his defense. Everyone seems to be too scared to come forward and say, hey, I know what the bishop's talking about. I too have questions about certain historical events that don't seem positive. As in, for example, it's impossible for 6 million Jews to have been exterminated in gas chambers. It's mathematically impossible for the time frame. These are facts that no one can dispute, but it's not spoken. The thing that bothers me the most is today we can question Christ's existence. We can call Muhammad a pedophile. We can discuss whether or not Thomas Jefferson had relations with his slaves. But you are not allowed to speak your mind or opinion or ask questions about the so-called Holocaust. It's obvious, folks, that we're living on a global plantation, and the new holy book of the West has become the Talmud, because most of these blasphemies, that's where its origins come from, is the Talmud.
Are you surprised by the reaction of the church?
Surprised by the reaction of the church? No, not at all. Saddened? Of course. Well, folks, Pope Benedict, he's just following his predecessor's footsteps. They're lock, stock, and barrel, and with certain powers that be, and have been since, well, the announcement to the world, the Vatican II Council. That was the betrayal to the faithful of the church. Everything got turned upside down. You know, not too long ago, a Monsignor asked me, he said, am I more Catholic than the Pope? And I asked him, are you more Protestant than a Freemason? You know, that's what we're up against, folks. It's the fall of the church. And since Vatican II, anything goes. When you sweep under the rug a homosexual, atheist, modernist priest, one after another, but yet cry for a public apology and renunciation from the good bishop, I can't remember one time when one of these homosexual priests was demanded to give a public apology. I mean, folks, this is Malaminse. There's nothing heretical. There's no heresy. And the good bishop stating his opinion on a historical event. Best of my knowledge, there hasn't been a Third Vatican Council yet that made it heretical to speak on certain historical events. But,
What about the Society of St. Pius X?
the Society of St. Pius X? The Society of St. Pius X is trying to save Catholicism. The Society of St. Pius X is the only hope for the future of the church. The Superior General, I would imagine, is trying his best to steer his ship safely to harbor through this terrible tempest that's been thrown upon them. God bless the Society of St. Pius X. And I just wish perhaps that more could speak up, that more could come out in defense of Bishop Williamson. Because he's not asking any questions, he's not making any statements that possibly he believes or wonders about, that there isn't a whole lot of us out here that possibly believe or wonder about. I guess what I'm trying to say is that something much more horrible than the evil that bad men do is the apathy when good men do nothing.
If you could meet with Bishop Williamson, what would you like to say to him?
Well, first thing I'd tell Bishop Williamson is that he's got a lot more friends out here than he could ever imagine. A lot more friends out here than he'll ever know. And that's what I'm doing here today. That's why we're videotaping this. Because someone needs to speak up. In my limited knowledge, I have not seen anyone speak up in defense of the bishop. He confirmed me as a true soldier of Jesus Christ, and I would like to do the same favor for him today. Where I've not seen anyone with the spirit. And, you know, there's a quote by St. Pius X, and I don't know word for word, but basically says that we must not conform ourselves to the errors and opinions of the modern world, but yet it is our duty to fix them or to fight them. And I would say that the spirit of St. Pius X is with the good bishop. God bless you, Bishop Williamson. Thank you.